All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is your General Greene, June 21st, 2025. Donald Trump has attacked Iran just as I predicted, exactly as I predicted. Donald Trump, 5-alarm, world alert, exactly as I predicted. Donald Trump has attacked Iran. Again, I told you here first, June 14th would lead up to the attack on Iran. It's all smokescreen, getting it ready, militarizing the United States. I told you that the June 14th military parade was psychological programming exactly for the attack on Iran. I told you this years ago. I told you Top Gun 2 was predictive programming for the attack on Iran. I told you Donald Trump would attack in a very highly strategic move the top nuclear proliferating sites, of which they are 3. And this is now world breaking news. I was even doing another video ranting about what I already knew was coming because how did I know? How did I know? Well, God told me. And my prophecy that I gave the American public, all glory to God, was not my own. It was the Holy Spirit. Hallelujah. God is great. Jesus Christ is King. And we were right again. The exact, and I want to say my, but it's not my, it's God's. The exact prediction of the attack on Iran has now transpired. I don't expect any apologies from anyone. I know I never get any apologies. People never tell me, oh, you got it right again, Christopher. No, I get it. I understand, and I'm not going to beat that drum too hard. But my ballers know, never bet against me, but more importantly, never bet against God. And when I tell you I saw a vision from God, it is the 100% unadulterated truth, and there's a reason why I shared it to all of you. By the way, at great risk and cost to myself. I understand I sound freaking absolutely nuts and crazy half the time when I come on camera, but I don't care because God told me, and I'm helping to protect you all. And I love you, man. And I want you saved in the kingdom of God too, and it's why I built Island Project, for crying out loud. And it's why even it took my father years. But he watched a lot of my success over the last several decades. It was like, yeah, my son knows what he's doing. I love you. Let's go into the details, which I don't know much outside of what I already told you was a vision from God, because it's just happened like literally seconds ago. You should probably pay attention to what I say. What do you think? You think? I think so. Tell your friends too. If you've been following me and you're like, oh my gosh, this guy is a savant. He literally got it 100% right. How and why was he able to get it right? These are questions. Honestly, I want you to go to bed at night and just think about it and ponder it in your head. Like, he told me it was a vision from God, and then he predicted the exact events. How did that? Because so many people telling me I'm crazy all the time, but voila. Yeah, they thought all the 12 disciples were nuts too. They thought Jesus was crazy. Okay, beside the point, I've ranted enough. Donald Trump just made a statement. I'm going to read it verbatim from the greatest president in world history, from Donald John Trump, who I completely entrust on this decision because I know God told him, because God told me, man. Bruh, we're bros, baby. Okay, here's what he says. Quote, we have completed our very successful attack on the 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordo, Natanz, and Esfahan. 3. All planes are now outside of Iran airspace. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site, Fordo, just like Top Gun 2 Maverick. All planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our great American warriors. There is not another military in the world that could have done this. Now is the time for peace. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Did I not say it would be in and out? Boom, 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 wada, wada, bing, bang. Did I not tell you that? In and out, precision strikes, very targeted, highly strategic, highly specialized. I even told you in the last video in front of my Lambo. I told you guys that they're also going to reveal that some kind of technology or weapon that no one even knew we had was actually used on this. Guys, I already know all this stuff. I have read, I'm a nerd, dude. I've read so many declassified reports, and I've met with top world leaders all across this planet. From Jim Rogers and the former quantum hedge fund manager of George Soros, to know exactly Scott Bessent's game plan to the stablecoin transition and how they're going to move everyone into Bitcoin and crypto and collapse the dollar into the new Stablecoin Genius Act legislation. I've been all over the world. I've taught on stages, guys. I'm rich for a reason. I know that sounds very controversial, but you need to pay attention to me. I wear a Rolex that only myself and Michael Jordan owns. There's like 100 of these in the world. How is that possible? Why am I in front of a $20 million mansion? Because as crazy as I sound at times, I'm exactly, God is, right. Because I tell you this from the bottom of my heart in an act of humility, that I'm an imperfect vessel, and I don't know why God chose me, honestly, always just knew. Even when I was a little boy, I used to lay down in my bed, and I'd be like, God, why did you do this to me? This is too much knowledge and too much information. My wife knows this about me, too. It's like I have to tamp down at night because it's too much. Too much is exploding in my brain at any one moment. It's hard for me to calm the freaking down. So many of you look at my life and you're like, Christopher, you have it all. Like, you must just be enjoying yourself 24/7. I don't even know how to enjoy myself. I'm literally on camera 24/7 because my mind won't stop, because God gave me a gift. So the golden age, you're right, John Campbell, is upon us. Donald Trump struck. He hit the 3 nuclear sites, 3, that's biblical, dropped massive payloads, massive BOMBs, taking them all out. Boom, done, wada wada bing bang. Thank you, ma'am. See you later. Bye-bye. World peace declared. Golden age open up. Bitcoin skyrockets. Certainty to Wall Street. Donald Trump, Nobel Peace Prize winner. Negotiations done with Vladimir Putin. Xi Jinping satisfied. Yes, there's going to be countermoves. But Donald Trump, you better bless this guy, just avoided World War III. He did, though. Just avoided World War III. Oh my gosh. Wow! How much life he just saved. Just like I said, this strategic, very precise, targeted move in and out, wada wada bing bang, thank you ma'am, done, and out with technology that you don't even know we have. Rod of God, quantum entanglement theory. I've taught entire courses on this because I'm a super nerd in all these areas. In and out, done, it's over. Boom. How about them freaking apples? How about them freaking apples? Boom. Done. Done. Ding. Done. Do you get it? Do you understand? And I told you, all you panicking out there, oh, you know, it's going to be a ground war. No, it ain't. That's why all these people were positioning through psychological brainwashing to all of you tuning in, the anti-war movement. They're getting ready for what Donald Trump is going to declare: world peace, golden age prosperity, unlock, massive reset, total transition. Even Jerome Powell is puckering up right now, like, he's going to cut interest rates. They're going to explode everything higher. Massive American Ponzi scheme into infinity. Up only for everyone in crypto, blockchain, island project, real world assets. Explode higher on world peace and the golden age. I told you this. So easy to see. So easy to see. So easy to see. And again, I'm going to have more commentary on this because it just happened. I was on another video telling you it was going to happen. Because I like to pound things in really hard. When I have the knowledge of God, I like pounding people over and over again, like a UFC fighter. I like pounding the crap out of everyone in the face, proving them wrong. That's why I actually decided to get rich a couple years ago. I never cared about money, but like I was so irritated because people were like, well, you know, you're right about all these things, but you still live in a basement. I'm like, okay, I'll get rich just to show you that I'm rich. I'll wear $100,000 Rolexes and buy cars and mansions. I don't care about any of them. But if that's what you need to see, like, sure, I'll show the American people whatever they need to see. Yeah, I mean, if you need to see super yachts and, you know, diamond encrusted properties all around the world, you need to see me on my Learjet constantly for you to believe what I'm saying, fine, I don't care. My whole point is just to bring you the truth, lead you to Jesus, save your soul, take you to heaven with me, and we're all going up. I mean, I don't care. So, Associated Press, U.S. has struck 3 Iranian nuclear sites. Trump says joining Israeli air campaign. The United States is officially in. Boom, boom, boom. What? Thank you, ma'am. In and out, in and out, in and out. Highly precise. USA. Ooh, there we go. Ooh. Ooh. See that? Ooh. Again, I'm telling you, it'll be met. Now listen to what I'm saying now. I already told you this a gazillion times. This is going to be met by controversy. World War III has opened up. It's the end of the world. Donald Trump's the wartime president. He's Bush 2.0. No, it won't. It doesn't end like that. I'm telling you, peace, prosperity, golden age. Everyone that's questioned him will be on their knees asking for Donald Trump's forgiveness. Nobel Peace Prizes are coming. Up only in the cryptocurrency market. Donald Trump, I'm telling you now, this is first revealed. Again, another Holy Spirit call. Donald Trump will announce a strategic buy of millions of Bitcoin in the coming days. Millions of them. Because this is the reset. Do you understand? A lot of you still don't understand. You think I'm nuts, but I just called it again. So, the question now, as I'm digesting these reports after my 100% predicted, accurate, God-given prophecy, now approved, stamped with the approval of actual reality, factual, genius level, savant, Rain Man counting cards, freaking just insane asylum, like on the spectrum, like the crazy guy foaming from the mouth, getting it all right. The question that I have to say now is, what about the regime change? Now, I told you, I think it's going to be a soft coup. And maybe, just maybe, they might even be able to work things out with the Khomeini Ayatollah if he complies to the new standard of nuclear proliferation treaties and stuff that they've already pre-planned. Sorry if I'm theatrical. Sorry if I sound nuts. But, you know, honestly, like, it's hard not to go crazy. Because for me, it's crazy in my head, right? Because you predict all these things, you tell people over and over again, they always tell you you're wrong. Like, people told me for years Bitcoin was a scam, it's going to zero, and I'm like, well, I'm buying all of it. And then it just goes up, and then I just get rich, and I just buy a bunch of crap everywhere, and there's like money coming out of my ears. So it's psychologically weird. You know, when you're right all the time, and the American public are wrong, and everybody's wrong, and they don't see what you see at all, and you're just like, it's discombobulating. So if I seem discombobulated, I'm discombobulated because I literally predict, like, guys, all of my videos, all of them, are up on X at AMTV Media and also on Rumble. They don't always stay up on the tube because they're too hot for TV, but you can see all of these. I mean, how many did I put out? June 14th leads to the attack on Iran. Expect an attack on Iran. Donald Trump will bomb Iran. Donald Trump's going to take out, I mean, I'm looking at some of the videos right now. Expect an attack. It'll be in and out, strategic, precise moves. Just a few hours ago, breaking, we're in the air now. Everyone thinks I'm crazy and a nutbag. Strikes hit imminently. How did I know? I don't pretend to understand. I don't know why he picked me. I don't get it. I don't. It's just, I don't know. I saw a vision from God. Here I am a day ago. You guys laughed, mocked again. I just saw a vision from God. There's the general. Sound like a freaking crackpot idiot. I get it. I totally understand. If I was watching me and I were you, I'd be like, this guy's freaking nuts. But that is a nice view. But now I'd be like scared, actually. I'd be scared that this guy that I've been watching is right about everything again and again. And I would freak out. I really would. Here I am, worldwide alert, unimaginable strikes ahead, next 24, 48 hours, most important in American history. This is the big one, large carrier groups moving in the Middle East, markets to collapse. I'm referring to the stock market, bank runs, massive events, you have very little time, World War III has been declared. Here I am several weeks ago saying, breaking nationwide, June 14th, massive protests, actually secret attack on Iran. Breaking news, Trump will deploy the National Guard, it's a cover for an attack on Iran. A major event is ahead of us, prepare now, June 14th, the attack on Iran is coming. Let me keep going, because I mean, there's so many of them. It's annoying. It's so freaking annoying. Emergency alert, SOS, breaking worldwide, massive event ahead of us. There's not much time left. Here I am telling you Bitcoin's going to go to 3 million dressed in the American flag. That's going to happen too. See me there? Oh, wow. Think about that. This crackpot over here that got all it right just told you Bitcoin's going to 3 million plus. I've been saying that for 15 years. Oh my gosh. Do you realize how much money you're going to make? And by the way, he tells you that this will be worth more than Bitcoin. Oh my gosh, if you click the link below and got in with my dad, Papa John, you're gonna be outstandingly freaking rich. Wow, that's insane. Okay, let's take a look here. World emergency, regional outbreak, fiat collapse, huge news. Where am I? June 14th, shot across the bow. Yeah, the list goes on and on. I predict the exact current events. Okay, let's see if anything's updated. Probably won't go too long because I have not even read what the alleged common narrative is. I just told you what the vision from God was weeks ago and months ago and days ago. So, yeah, it's happened, breaking across Fox News, CNN. People will rally around Donald Trump, and they should. I mean, Donald Trump made a good decision. He really did. I know that sounds controversial, but I told you, I'm not looking at it from the lens of Republican or Democrat or Trump or the president. I'm looking at it from the eyes of God. And honestly, I heard the same thing from God too, and I'm proud of the president. I'm proud of his discernment. I'm proud that he's in and out. Trump is going to address the nation very, very soon, and I think he'll announce, like I said, some things that you're going to be pleasantly surprised about that I was also right about. So, I don't know, guys. Mic drop. Maybe I shouldn't just speak any. I don't know. Mic? Just pop, 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 pop. Just pop, 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 like mic drop. And again, I told you there's going to be Homeland Security issues. Stay on your toes. But the big events, Donald Trump successfully negotiated. This is what you need to understand with China and Russia. They're cool. Trump is going to trade this event so that Russia can keep its national security on its border with Ukraine, which I predicted that invasion too, by the way. God did. But I told you about that long in advance. So they're going to keep Ukraine. China might, though, actually make a move on Taiwan. I do expect that, but that's the trade-off. National security here at home, Golden Age empire, peace and prosperity, closing our borders, and America first, no ground wars. And honestly, to me, that's mission accomplished. And I congratulate our soldiers, our men in the air, our women that serve. God bless you all. We stand with you. I support you. And I know it's controversial, but great work. I really do believe that you've established a much peaceful scenario than otherwise would be. And that sounds completely controversial, but I love America. I'm sorry. I love our troops. I'm going to back them 100%. I've had many friends die overseas in Iraq and Afghanistan. Many of them. I know a lot of them have had their whole bodies blown off. And I love these people, and they're messed up in the head, man. I don't blame them. So I don't know. I'm standing by our soldiers. You guys can do whatever you want. I'm standing by America. I'm standing by the president. I'm standing by God. I'm kneeling to God, and I'm standing by our American troops, and I love this country, and I love 1776. And honestly, there was no alternative. And it's God's will, regardless of whether you like what Trump did or not. Bombs away. What really matters, though, is what happens next. Massive economic shocks and volatility. Buy as much crypto as you can, as much Bitcoin as you can, as much island project as you can. We'll just take a look at the markets. I'm sure they're reacting positively. Yeah, they are on some certainty. Doesn't mean there's not more volatility. There might be more dips. But again, Donald Trump is going to cement this narrative. I told you this is what he was going to do. This guy's a genius. You never bet against Donald Trump. Donald Trump is literally the guy from the Matrix dodging freaking you-know-whats at Butler. He's like, whoosh, whoosh. People said he would never be president, yet alone twice, proved you wrong. The radical cuck left said he'd be in jail. He's not in jail. In fact, he made billions more in the last few months, and his youngest son, Barron, just clocked 40 million in crypto, and they're gonna clock trillions off the crypto revolution, and you should too. I don't know why you guys aren't. I don't know why you're not in on this. There's no risk, no downside. You only own properties with no bank debt. It can only go up, and if the world doesn't explode, you're rich. And if it does explode, you're screwed anyways. Who cares? You'll still be broke. Who cares? Who even cares? Do you understand? I don't think a lot of you do, because I already saw this decades ago, and I already knew this. And I designed Island Project, and then my dad onboarded later, because I was like, Dad, you need to come on here. And I told him exactly what was going to happen, and he saw that over a course of several decades, I was just right about everything. As hard as that is to believe. Right again, bullseye. Have you ever seen a guy with you know when you go to like a bar you know, at the pool halls or whatever, and you've got the, what are those things called? Help me out. Right? Darts. Right? Have you ever seen those guys? The really good ones, right? This is me in geopolitics. Just boom, bullseye, boom, bullseye, boom, bullseye. Have you ever seen the guys do the trick shots with the bowling? Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen the guys where they do the trick shots, you know? And they go all screwy and the ball like flips and goes up and then hits the two pins and then they hit both sides. Have you ever seen that? You're watching a freaking savant. So again, facts are facts. Love me or hate me, I'm right. Again. So what you need to do now is I'll have more follow-up commentary soon. You know, pray for all involved. Hopefully, I do believe, and I told you this already, it'll have a severe limitation to human life, meaning that Donald Trump has done an incredible job preserving civilian safety, which is amazing. And we couldn't have done that without the great technology that we actually have and the wonderful assets at our disposal that you know nothing about. Not you, but I'm talking about the general public. Many of you are just as educated as I am and extremely smart. I'm just pointing out that most Americans, you know, they're dumbing around, you know, like with their popcorn out and, you know, wearing diapers on their face and stuff. Like, they don't know what's going on. But, you know, our high intelligence and weapon systems are literally best in the world. No one can compete with us. It's actually the only thing we really have. We've got other problems in this country that need to be fixed, but Donald Trump is doing it. But the one thing we still dominate is the MIC, man, is #1 in the world. You just don't mess with us. Doesn't mean there's not going to be some false events soon. Doesn't mean there's not going to be national security issues. I expect that. Definitely expect heightened national security measures taken. Be smart, be vigilant, be peaceful. Like, we know that that's going to happen. But, you know, again, what's your game plan? What would you have done differently? You don't have the intelligence that Donald Trump had at his fingertips. So I think it's difficult to question some of the most difficult decisions that have ever been made in human history and then pretend like your bickering online makes a difference. It doesn't. It makes a difference in your actions, which is why I'm a man of action. I believe in what you do and what you think about, and then what you put into your focus. That'll have an impact. But everything else is just entertainment, mind speak BS. So anyways, I'm not going to go too much longer. Just bottom line is the U.S. has taken out the top 3 Iranian nuclear sites. I predicted it with stunning accuracy again. Mic drop. I mean, if I was Tom Cruise, this is when Tom Cruise goes over the, he's riding the motorcycle. And he goes over the cliff, right? And Men in, what is it? Not Men in Black. Mission Impossible 6 or 7. Okay, this is the equivalent, like kicking a soccer ball, like the winning goal, and it goes like this before it donuts the goalie for the winning shot. Okay, this is the equivalent of. You see what I'm getting at here? Uncanny, is it not? I do everything I can, everything that I have at my disposal, from entertainment and other things, to get your attention so you really understand what I'm saying, because I don't care how it gets to the masses. I just want it to get to the masses so that people wake up, and then most importantly, don't get left behind, because you're going to get left behind. Bank runs are coming. Capital controls are coming. National security events are coming. The US dollar reset is here. The US dollar has officially collapsed. They're going to cut interest rates, stoke massive hyperinflation. UBI will be released next. All of this is going to transfer into Bitcoin and stablecoins, cryptocurrencies, and tokenized real-world assets. A new city-state is being built here in the United States of America. This is the new republic. It's gone live and operational. It has been for years. Prospera over in Honduras, I believe it is, are already satellites of that movement. Many of you are not paying attention. You have no idea what's coming, and I do. And I've told you the exact 100% truth for multiple generations. I've done it before everybody else and invented alternative media television, registered trademarks, hard-hitting it in your face as well. And the first in the world to fractionalize and soon tokenize a multi-billion-dollar portfolio that's already been acquired. Keep that in mind. What we own has already been acquired. So when we tokenize, it's a physical cash flow producing asset that'll be tokenized. You understand that, right? Fart coin trades at couple billion dollars, dude. Farts. Go look it up. Fart coin. It's worth like $2 billion. Doesn't produce. It's just gas. Light a match. Real hardcore cash flow producing assets and all the hard work and the testimony you've witnessed on this camera and with my Papa John, father, John Greene, Vice President, 808-442-2934. Man, you should, now what are you going to do? You're going to start panic buying. That's what you're going to do. You're going to start panic buying into real world assets. You're going to be like, man, this guy's right. I don't know, man. I'm not going to bet against the general because I got a lot of newbies out there. My ballers already know. You've been with me for 2-3 generations now. But the newbies were questioning the general. But now you're not going to question anymore. You're going to panic buy in. That's what you're going to do at islandproject.com. You're going to buy yourself some Bitcoin. You're going to learn about cryptocurrency. You're going to get your money out of the bank so you have control over it, and you're going to prepare for the golden age. Or you're going to be left behind. You're going to be on universal basic income, and robots will take over all of your jobs, destroy them, and artificial intelligence will replace you and your entire family. Those are your options. And they're rolling out neural lace chips and the mark. So what are you doing again? Again, there's a reason why I've gone all in my conviction bets, because I already know what's going to happen. And the video you should watch that's just a positive one, just go back and watch on X or Rumble. This one is up on the tube. Just the breaking Bitcoin to 3 million imminently massive golden age. See that? See your Rocky over there? See your All-American, Division I All-American water polo badass who sits at almost 44 years of ripe age. Look at this. I even got some gray coming into my. Look at this. It's coming in here. Right? I'm converting into the public image of even Papa John at this point. We got the mustache. Now we got the goatee. Just living the dream in our Lambos out in Malibu and Oahu, bro. Just chilling. On the RWA 1000X. No bank debt. Sipping our little cappuccinos in the morning. Watching The Godfather at night. Our favorite movie. Hey, you know, I'm gonna make him an offer that he can't refuse. You come on in here, you buy some tokenized real estate today. You do it because your life depends on it, and you're not a woman. You're gonna click the link below now. Because, I made you an offer that you can't refuse. I can actually do that better. My voice, it's not in its... I love that scene. Remember Michael shows up at that scene where they don't think he's gonna whack the guy? Because they bring him back in. Right, and he's got it in the bathroom, and he shows up. Pop, pop! Great scene. And then it brings him back into the family. Right? And by the way, a lot of the gangsters built this country and built the United States of America, which is not often talked about, to be honest. Trump is a gangster. And that's why people love him. So, I'm going on a rant. It's too long, but I'm just going crazy over here because, again, the USA attacks Iran. So I'm just going to mic drop it. I want you to think about it when you're going to bed at night, when you're soaping up, rub-a-dub-dubbing. You're soaping underneath those pits, shaving, brushing your pearly lights because you won't take any x-rays like me. When you're forcing those pat-downs at the airport, I want you to think about the general and be like, how did that son of a you-know-what get it right again? Well, maybe understand that the messages that I give you are the absolute 100% fundamental truth. And they come, and I know. So instead of hating, you be regulating, because I can't cash flow you if I don't know you. 1000X. Bitcoin up only, huge crypto super pump. I'm expecting rocketing prices after this volatility. And Yeah, it's going to be patchy. It's going to be bumpy. Expect panic. I told you it'd be met with controversy and fear. But as Donald Trump speaks and the mainstream media compounds the new narrative, and then all of Trump's divisive MAGA haters will then come on back to Trump, and they'll be pounding world peace in the golden age. And we just going to be collecting all day cash register. Have you ever seen that movie? What's that one with, yes, with Al Pacino again, right? Scarface. You know when the money's just printing? That's the golden age. Russia and China aren't going to do anything, dude. The deal was cut. Do you understand? The deal, great question, but the deal was cut. Trump negotiated that. The art of the deal maker negotiate, you understand? Russia gets what they already annexed. That's the deal. It was inked. Now, China, I'm less confident about. I actually think they'll move eventually on Taiwan. But, you know, Trump is playing poker. Got to move the pieces. What would you rather have? You know, a fully liberated Ukraine and an America that's a sinking ship? Or would you like preservation of peace and liberty and a golden age unlock and the greatest prosperity in American history with a little give? Trump just did the deal. The art of the deal. Have you ever read his book? Read his book. The guy's a genius. He used to move. I've told this story a million times. I'm going too long now, but he used to move. He was doing a deal, I think, with the Chinese. He's building a building, but it wasn't really being built yet. So he just told all his people, just move all the cranes around and start moving the dirt back and forth like we're building something. He says, I want it to go bonkers today. So he's bringing in the Chinese like investors, and they're just moving dirt. And they're like, oh, wow, this is a great new building being built. And then he closed the deal. Like later on, he like signed a deal for $100 million with them. This guy is a genius. He's playing poker. Most people aren't smart enough. You just avoided World War III. Donald Trump is a freaking hero. And I was going to say it, but I won't because God told me not to. But mic drop. So stay tuned. This is great news. And as controversially as that sounds, and now expect all asset prices in these new areas, not the old ones, but in the new areas to skyrocket as the US dollar absolutely dissolves, collapses into the new golden age, straight